Well, I never thought I would actually come back to it because I thought I would kind of stop at some point, but I guess temptation kind of got the best of me. I'm back with another Saber review, only this time it's not actually a Saber, but rather more of the core of the Saber itself. This specific review is about the Rebel Sabers, Neopixel Saber, and Proffieboard V.22 chassis itself. This I probably wanted for a while, and seeing like endless videos it enticed me all the way, and I just wanted to have something that kind of looks the genuine, realistic kind of way, but not so much get another saber, another kind of thing to add to my collection, which normally isn't really a bad thing, but in my case, I just want to try something a little bit different. So, in this case, instead of getting another saber, I only got the core of the saber along with Neopixel plate. And it doesn't show up on the website because it's a like, kind of specialty kind of order. When I got it, I basically got it through. I made an invoice. It's almost like a way of saying custom order, where I did an invoice for the Neopixel saber, Neopixel blade, and the Proffieboard as one package instead of separately, because it's actually a little bit cheaper if we actually buy it as one specific package instead of separate pieces. So got it, and it said coming between 2 to 3 weeks, which is faster than last time, but it came in a bit sooner for me, which was actually pretty nice. It came in within almost 2 weeks since I ordered it, and it's pretty cool. Oh, speaking of which, everything that you buy on Rebel Sabers now, there's an option to actually do payments. So if you don't have the money to actually buy the saber all in one shot, there's this new thing called Shop, which is a separate kind of app connected to Rebel Sabers and probably endless other companies that you pay products for, and you could do that and actually do a payment plan, so that way you can still get the saber, but you do payments. I think it's every 2 weeks or more. So if you work a regular job, say like you want to get the saber, but you don't have all the money in one shot, you do the Shop app, which is like basically like a payment kind of process, so you can still get the saber, but do the payment process every so often. So like for people who work like jobs that pay weekly or bi-weekly, this makes things a little bit easier. So it's a good option for anybody who wants a Rebel Saber, regular or Neopixel, but not have to pay the whole thing in one shot. So nice little thing of options. It just recently got added to the website, so really cool. Now, when I got the Proffieboard slash Neopixel Saber combo, basically got the box that's got the essentials of the Proffieboard chassis, the battery cradle, all the hardware, instruction card, and a sleeve that covers the chassis as like for protection, because for packing reasons, which actually is a good thing. So it helps protect the chassis, since the chassis is a pretty fragile thing because of all the electronics and stuff. And then you get that, but also the Neopixel Saber. Some say the Neopixel Saber is heavy. This one, not so much. It's only like a tiny bit heavier compared to all my other sabers. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but it doesn't feel that heavy. It just feels just a little bit heavier compared to my previous blades, and those are clear with nothing inside, while this has like a strip of like almost 200, maybe less, LEDs straight inside, so you can kind of do like your own light show and stuff. And plus, what better way to upgrade one of my sabers than to upgrade my very first saber that I ever purchased from Rebel Sabers, the green Duelist. Only I changed the emitter because I wanted to reflect more of my favorite colors, which is green and black. So I switched the emitter from a different saber, and it has the aesthetic of black and green the whole entire way, along with the Tech wheel that you'd actually buy separately from the same shop for like 10-15 bucks, and works really well. So decided to give my first saber a basically cool upgrade to really kind of use for either in-house, for videos, for cosplay, or anything related to sabers, to kind of be like the real kind of thing. So from what I gathered, there are about 20 presets, I think. Lots of different effects, some music here and there, and a bunch of other stuff that goes along the way. Also, because it's a Proffieboard instead of a CFX board, for anybody who's part of the saber community, who's into lightsabers in general, you know what I mean. Because it's got a Proffieboard, you can actually connect the chassis itself to a computer, like a cable. I think with an Android cable, because that's what the plug inside looks like. And underneath the battery is actually the SD card, so you can actually put more sound fonts and all kinds of other stuff here and there to really like expand your saber, so you can actually kind of really have fun with it and kind of like customize it to make your own, which is cool. So you don't have to worry about buying saber after saber after saber just for multiple effects. It's all in one shot. And what's really cool is that for my previous board, this is the original board. The original board that came into the Duelist Saber that I bought last year. It's basically a Dark Wolf board, and its basic use and the whole works. Since then, I got different kind of sabers that have more of an upgraded version, more of the same board, but added tweaks here and there, so things are a little more quicker, a little more responsive, sound effects are a lot better, added sound fonts and stuff. Really, the whole works. If you don't know what I mean, check out one of my previous videos where I talked about all the 4 different versions of the chassis of the RGB board. You'll see exactly what I mean. So, to give it a good comparison, you got this one, and with this one, relatively straightforward. All chassis boards are either black, white, or clear. Usual kinds of injection molds, either by plastic or by resin. So basically, you got that Proffieboard V.2.2. You can see the plug right here. You can actually be able to connect that to a computer. And underneath that is a battery, and then right there underneath the plug is the SD card. So I think it says 16, so I'm guessing 16 gigs of memory or space. So I don't know the exact amount of space that most sound fonts take. So if I choose to add more sound fonts, definitely look into that and really expand. Especially since they have that one sound font called Darth Jar Jar. That's something I really want to check out, because for everybody who knows Star Wars, they know Jar Jar Binks. Everybody hates on him for all kinds of stupid reasons here and there. So that sound font on the saber, it's like the almost perfect revenge against all the haters of Jar Jar Binks. So that's definitely going to be in the works. Hopefully I'll be able to find that, and hopefully it's either cheap or free. So see what happens. With this one, there's a quick smack just to kind of get the battery out. Or in my case, either pry it out with a butter knife or just quick smack. So give me 1 second. Okay, there we go. Saber Trio, Saber Studio, battery, 3600 millihertz 10A battery, Neopixel protected battery. The cool thing is you can buy a lot of these batteries separately, so you don't have to worry about if this works, if this works, if this works. As long as you get this specific kind of battery, then you should be solid. Because they're a special kind of battery, don't take regular kind of batteries anyway. Or like the 18650 ones. I'm not sure if they're the same. Definitely good to that though. Because having multiple batteries charged up is a good thing in case you do the Comic Cons and you're there for hours and hours and hours. You just swap the battery, put a new one in, and you're good to go. And for this one, here, put it the right way, you'll hear a sound just like most videos I've ever seen on Neopixel style blades and stuff.
I've been waiting for this day for a long time.
So, put the battery in, tap back out, and things are pretty much straightforward. And because this chassis is pretty universal compared to a lot of other budget companies, lightsaber budget companies, it makes it easier to be able to just swap them. Just take out 2 or 3 bolts, push the button all the way down, slide it out, put a new one in, put the bolts back in, rise up the button for the recharge port and the button, and that's it. So do like a little test drive, see how well it sounds, let alone how it looks. The sound quality is actually pretty impressive with the same size speaker, and what's cool is that the previous soundboards had a general basic or a little higher quality font, especially for Kylo Ren, but this one actually houses what literally sounds like the movie font of Kylo Ren's crossguard when you first turn it on. But because this is a single blade saber, it doesn't do the sound font justice because it sounds better, actually looks better, when you actually have a crossguard, because it'll be like a 2-part ignition. 1, 2, kind of like when you hear like right here. So it doesn't do it justice, but it's still awesome, straightforward all the way. So for the most part, all the essentials and all the stuff is got the whole way, and it's got a lot of cool different effects and all kinds of stuff here and there. So for the most part, I'm gonna be stop the video right here, and on my next video that's probably just gonna play just right after, almost like a time lapse. I'm gonna do every single sound font, some effects here and there, and I'll probably name every single sound font so that way people actually knows what it sounds like, if not that many people can actually interpret it, because some sound fonts, if they really listen carefully to actually see who it is, or I'll probably just get the reference in there. So yeah, I'm gonna stop this video and make another one that I'll play right after, of me demoing all the sound fonts and some effects here and there that it does. Oh, and for certain on the Saber, it does have color change, and it's a lot easier on this than it is for the previous Sabers, because you literally have like a color wheel, and when you actually turn it on, you can actually twist the Saber while it's on color wheel mode, and it's awesome. Like, you don't have to worry about like waiting for a certain color or hitting at the right time. You can literally just turn on the color wheel, twist, and it'll go the whole way. And then after that, I'll put one picture, actually 2 pictures, that will have the instruction card of what it actually does, just in case if anybody gets this kind of thing and either they have a Saber or forgot to read it, or they may have lost the cards. I'll post a picture of the front and back side of the card at the very end of the video, so that we can be able to pause that and know and you learn how to use your Neopixel / Proffieboard Saber the right way, so that way things go wrong, you'll know what to do and what to press. So demo video is going to be right after, and the 2 pictures that show the instruction card, and that'll be it for the video. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Episode 7 of Star Wars. Rey Skywalker from the Star Wars sequel trilogy. I forgot to mention, smooth swing is excellent compared to the equal smooth swing. Really well done for the Neopixel, Saber, and Proffieboard. Really strong. Saber, anybody? Not sure what this is from, but I think it's probably the coolest one, mainly because of my favorite color. Star Wars Episode 1, Phantom Menace. I love Darth Maul. For anybody that's played Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, that is the fallen Jedi Malicos, the Sith warrior. Ben Solo from Episode 8, Last Jedi. It's weird that it flashed green, but okay. Star Wars Episode 9, Dark Ray.
I've become more powerful than any Jedi.
Star Wars Episode 2, The Clone Wars, Count Dooku / Darth Tyrannus.
Master Yoda. Count Dooku.
That happens every single time you turn off the saber when you put on Count Dooku, so little bonus for you.
You are a bold one.
General Grievous. Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. I'm kind of guessing that's maybe Star Wars The Old Republic. So, if anybody knows where that's from, leave in the comments below. That almost sounds like Darth Malgus. So, I don't know, maybe. Luke Skywalker, Star Wars Episode 5, Empire Strikes Back. I think before his hand got cut off. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Hopefully they make more games of that because the first game was awesome.
Royalty.
General Leia Skywalker, or Organa. Star Wars Episode 7 or 8, so she should have been full-blown Jedi instead of politics anyway. Revan, or Darth Revan, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, one of the guys that I considered the first, or one of the few well-known great Jedi. Galen Merrick, aka Starkiller, Star Wars Force Unleashed video game 1 and 2, and probably one of the most overpowered Sith or Jedi ever.
Spectrum.
Spectrum is the rainbow colored version. So for anybody in the Pride community, from all the Pride, LGBTQIA plus, all of them, here you go. Defiance. I'm guessing Old Republic or High Republic, whichever. Or maybe Grey Jedi. One more time. So, based on my saber, I'm guessing it's either 75% or more. Each color. Near the top part of the blade or lower. It changes color depending on where the indicator is. So blue or green, I think, is pretty good. Middle is yellowish orange. Near the bottom is red. And I'll tell you if you need to change or charge the battery. Or just do it this way.
I'll show you the dark side.
That's it. Thanks for watching.